Can you hear me now? Everybody, those who enter the live stream, please type your name so that I come to know who are there in the session. Rebecca, am I audible now? Good evening, Bhavya ma'am. Aishwarya, good evening beta, good evening. Saili, good evening. Rebecca, good evening. Yashika, good evening. Yashika, I hope you have revised the GST part. Good evening, Serish. Nice to see you after a long time. Those who are logging in this live stream for GST revision for CS executive are requested to type their name in the chat box so that I come to know who all are joining. Supriya, welcome. Nishi, good evening beta. अरे रिचा धनावड़े, क्या बात है? रिचा, वेर इज किरण? हाय वेंकटेश, गुड इवनिंग रिचा. ख्याति, गुड इवनिंग बेटा. ख्याति, यू आर गिविंग डिसेंबर अटेम्प्ट राइट? किरण, कशा आहे तू? विधि, गुड इवनिंग बेटा. यस किरण, गुड इवनिंग. अभी आई वाज जस्ट आस्किंग रिचा अबाउट यू. रुकैया, गुड इवनिंग बेटा. Guys, we will wait more 5 minutes for others to join and then we will begin the session. I again sincerely request those who are joining this live stream are requested to put their name in the chat box so that we come to know who all are present in the session. Good evening, Kedar. Good evening, Sameer. गुड इवनिंग पाठक जी, कैसी चल रही है पढ़ाई? विवेक, हाउ इज द स्टडीज गोइंग? गुड इवनिंग रमेश, गुड इवनिंग सुचिता, नाइस टू सी यू. I hope you have taken off from your office. Good evening, Akshay. क्या बात है विवेक, मतलब पढ़ाई अच्छी चल रही है, ऐसा थम्स अप दे दिया तूने तो. ओके सुचिता, हाउ इज द प्रिपरेशन गोइंग? अरे क्या बात है रूमाना, गुड इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग. वैष्णवी, गुड इवनिंग. ओ सुचिता, यू गॉट 15 डेज लीव. कितना कितना अच्छे है तुम्हारे बॉस, 15 दिन का छुट्टी दे दिया. गुड इवनिंग अमित. Okay guys, we wait more 3 minutes now to start this stream. गुड इवनिंग ओमकार, वेरी संकेत. अरे सुचिता, बॉस का बुराई मत कर, पता चला बॉस भी लेक्चर देख रहे थे. गुड इवनिंग हर्ष, गुड इवनिंग ध्रुवी. गुड इवनिंग दिशिता. ओमकार, वेरी संकेत. Good evening, Elena. Nice to see you. Good evening, Prithvi. Okay guys, let's begin the session now. Okay, so heartiest welcome to each one of you for this revision session on GST. Basically in this session I will take up the entire revision of lesson number 11 to lesson number 16, as you can see in your syllabus. Plus I will take up the important amendments which I feel may be asked in the exam for the December attempt, and with that we will also discuss the past paper of the December 2019 attempt of the GST of CS Executive new syllabus, guys. So that is what are we gonna do today, and obviously by this time all of you must be very much set with the syllabus, and I hope that all of you are studying well when your exams are beginning from 21st of December. And I am also pretty sure that you must have obviously gone through the syllabus at least once, nothing lesser than that. So therefore when we discuss and I ask for answers from you, I expect a quick reply and a quick response on the chat box. So let's begin the day. एंड जब तक हमारा ये पूरा कंटेंट खत्म नहीं होगा तब तक ये लाइव स्ट्रीम भी खत्म नहीं होगा. In between the live stream I'll be giving you one break. I repeat, during this live stream I'll be giving you one break, so don't worry, but we will complete the entire content in 2 parts. So let's begin the day. And here all of you can see my screen. Here all of you can see my screen. I hope all of you know that our taxation paper in CS Executive, let it be old syllabus or new syllabus, it's an MCQ paper. And we all also know that the direct tax part is very much dangerous. And I hope all of you also know that हमको ये 50 मार्क जो है GST and customs, and let me remind you that customs is not there in the old course. Customs is only there in the new course of CS Executive. पर आपको पता है कि ये 50 मार्क ही अपने को बैंक बना के जाना है. अगर ये 50 मार्क में से 50 मार्क पूरे मिल गए तो डायरेक्ट टैक्स में अगर कम भी मिला, स्टिल विल बी एबल टू स्कोर गुड इन टैक्स. लेट मी ऑल्सो रिमाइंड दोज हु आर गोइंग फॉर एग्जाम्स, don't mark if you are not sure. If you are not sure, don't mark. Unnecessarily you will land up in negative marking. And when you start marking on the OMR sheet, always start your paper from the part B. That is the GST part. After you finish the GST part आराम से and you know that okay, this is what I'm gonna score, then do a cost benefit analysis and देखो कि direct tax में कितना attempt करना चाहिए. Unnecessarily direct tax में उतना questions attempt करके मत आ जाना कि जितना आपने indirect tax में score किया है वो पूरा का पूरा वहां पे negative हो जाए. So don't do that. All of you already know who have studied under me that boss, this is the bank. इसी को बैंक करके जाना है एग्जाम में. So let's start the content of chapter number 11 to chapter number 16. And here it is. Lesson number 11, everybody can see this. It is nothing but institute module, which I have marked, I have underlined, whichever portions are relevant, from whichever line institute has picked up or may pick up an MCQ. We have highlighted already. So the module which I have on my screen, which you can see, is completely a marked module on which we are going to discuss this. So let's begin discussing the first topic. Tell me one thing, GST was rolled out on which day? GST was rolled out on which day in India? Come on guys. The GST rollout day. First question of the day. GST rollout day. Come on everybody, the GST rollout day. Yes, Kedar and Vaishnavi being very specific. It is 1st July 2017. Nishi, you are correct. Akshay, 1st July. Raghav, you are wrong. Raghav, you are wrong. Vivek, it's wrong. Yes guys, the rollout day of GST is 1st July 2017. So that was the first MCQ. By the way, what is the digital infrastructure? Second question of the day. What is the digital infrastructure of GST? What it is called as? The digital infrastructure of GST is called as? The digital infrastructure of GST is called as? Goods and service tax. Is it GSTN or GSTIN? Okay, is it GSTIN? Okay. Tell me one thing, is a GST a direct tax or an indirect tax? Third question. Is GST a direct tax or an indirect tax? Is GST a direct tax or an indirect tax? Okay, it is indirect tax. Yes, all of you are correct. So GST is an indirect tax. By the way, the first article what we study, constitutional article, Article 246. Article 246 lays down 3 लिस्ट, 3 लिस्ट होता है इसमें. Monica, GST is indirect tax beta. Good, you retracted your message, otherwise I would have killed you. Yes, Sam. Shruti, it is indirect tax. Okay, how many list? Article 246 के हिसाब से कितने लिस्ट है? Fourth question. आर्टिकल 246 के हिसाब से कितने लिस्ट है? आर्टिकल 246 के हिसाब से कितना लिस्ट है? yes Dhruvi, there are 3 list: union list, state list and concurrent list. I repeat, there are 3 list: union, state and concurrent. Very good Shruti, Dishita, Kedar, Venkatesh, Serish, lovely answers. Union list, state list and concurrent list. Very good. Okay. The first tax in India which tried to remove the cascading effect is what tax? The first tax in India which tried to remove the cascading effect was which tax? Sixth question of the day. The first tax which tried to remove the cascading effect, Shabash, Nishi, Harsh, Raghav, the tax was called as VAT, value added tax. Yes, Shabash, each one of you is right. Lovely participation guys. जोश बढ़ा रहे हो आप लोग मेरा. Okay, the next one. GST was brought by which constitutional amendment bill? GST was brought by which constitutional amendment bill? (101) amendment. Very good, Omkar Ajgekar. 101st amendment. Lovely. 101st amendment. Yes, Rukaiya, Dishita, Raghav, Serish, Dhruvi, Nishi, Shruti, Sam, Harsh, Kedar, Yashika, all of you are right, guys. Tell me one thing. Which is the new article? Which is the new article which was inserted in the Constitution of India so that the tax can be collected by the union as well as the states? Which article was inserted in the Constitution of India so that the tax can be collected by union as well as the states? Which article was introduced in the Constitution of India? Very good, Dhruvi. Nishi, Kedar. Na, Kedar wrong hai. Vivek is right. Shruti is right. Aishwarya is right. Article 246A. It was Article 246A. And here it is on your page. So here comes the next one. The other articles which are amended are not that important. So we had discussed one Article 246. We've discussed Article 246A for the MCQ, and let's come to a very, very important article, Article 269A, which is the article. Okay, the screen is blurred. Is it clear now, guys? Is the screen very clear now? Supriya, Dishita. Akshay, it is already streaming on 720 pixels. And the stream health is excellent as well. Dhruvi can see the screen clearly, okay? Sarish can see it clearly. You can change your screen resolution to 720 pixels. Yes, it was streaming at 480. Okay, it's clear. Okay. Okay, guys, let's go ahead then. Okay, which is the article? Which is the article which provides for levy and collection of GST? Which is the article which provides for levy and collection of GST in the course of interstate trade or commerce? In the course of interstate trade or commerce. Article 269A. Yes, Kedar. Article 269A. Yes, Venkatesh, Dhruvi, Dishita, Aishwarya. It is Article 269A. Okay. Can anybody tell me IGST? IGST was passed. I repeat, IGST was passed because of 246A or 269A. IGST was passed because of 246A or 269A. IGST का जो पासिंग हुआ वो किसकी वजह से हुआ? यस केदार, it was due to 269A. I repeat, Kedar is correct. Dhruvi, Dishita, Raghav, Akshay, Aishwarya. It was obviously due to 269A. Okay, then Article 270 was amended. Okay, 271. Okay, सबसे important एक और third article. GST Council is established due to which article of Constitution of India? GST Council का establishment किस article की वजह से हो पाया? The establishment of GST Council was due to which article? Shabash Kedar again. And was Article 279A. So come on, let's revise all the three important articles. Can anybody now tell me Article 246A? Article 246A. उसमें क्या है? Can anybody tell me now? Let me ask you a reverse question. Article 246A में क्या है? What is there in Article 246A? What is there in Article 246A? Correct. It is the taxation collection power distributed between the central and the state governments. And the legislator has the power to make the law with respect of GST. Yes, Raghav. Acha, what is there in Article 269A? What is there in Article 269A? That is the levy and the collection of the GST. I repeat, levy and the collection of the GST. And what is there in Article 279A? What is there in Article 279A? What is there in the Article 279A? That is set up a GST Council which will give recommendations to the central government related to GST. Okay. Let me also ask you, अब तक GST Council का कितना meetings हो चुका है? Can anybody tell me, अब तक GST Council का कितना meetings हो चुका है? GST Council का कितना meetings हो चुका है? Correct, Dishita, Nishi, Aishwarya, Akshay, Dhruvi, Rukaiya, Raghav, Shruti, Kedar, Sameer, Vidhi, Harsh, Amit. All of you are correct. GST Council का अभी तक 43 meetings हो चुका है. I repeat, exam point of view, Suchita, we have to write 43 meetings. Coming to the council, who's the chairman? Who's the chairman of the GST Council? Come on, next question. Who's the chairman of the GST Council? Who's the chairman of the GST Council? Who's the chairman of the GST Council? Correct. The Union Finance Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitaraman. Okay. We also have Union Minister of State in charge of the Revenue and Finance as a minister, and we have Finance Minister of each state. Okay. Tell me one thing. What is the quorum of the GST Council? What is the quorum? I repeat, what is the quorum? QUORUM. जब GST Council मिलेगी तो उनकी मीटिंग कमेंस करने के लिए मिनिमम quorum रिक्वायरमेंट कितना है? What is the minimum quorum requirement to begin the GST Council meeting? Minimum quorum. Yes, one half of the total members. Yes, Raghav, Kedar, one half of the total members are required to be present in the meeting. Yes, Dhruvi, Shruti, Aishwarya, Dishita. Now here there is a very important question. Let me come back to your screen so that you all can see me. Very important question was asked in the December attempt. पिछली बार दिसंबर में सवाल आया हुआ है, and I mark this question very important. This is the question which came in the last attempt. Everybody, can anybody see this? Point number 9. इसके ऊपर से क्वेश्चन आया था लास्ट अटेम्प्ट में. Every decision, let me read this point very important because last time इसके ऊपर से क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. Every decision whatever is taken, problem with my audio. आवाज एको हो रहा है. ओके, 2 मिनट रुक जाओ. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Not okay? Okay. mic check, mic check. Okay. Is it again echoing? Dishita बोल रही है now it's proper. Few of them are saying yes. Others are saying yes, and only one is saying it's proper. Sam says it is echoing. Vaishnavi has reduced a bit. Rebecca says it is same. Okay. Okay, now mic check, mic check. Mic check. Not proper. Not proper. Mic check. अरे यार कोई बोल रहा है हाँ, कोई बोल रहा है ना. Okay, let me read one paragraph तो आपको समझेगा कितना इको हो रहा है. Every decision of the Goods and Service Tax Council shall be taken at a meeting by a majority. मोनिका एको है. Okay guys, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. We'll be back on the stream. I repeat. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, and we'll be back on the stream again.